learning more about the Venezuelan street gang that's landed in the crosshairs of Texas law enforcement. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has declared the gang Tren de Aragua a foreign terrorist organization.
The News 4 team's Mariah Medina has been following the criminal organization's activity right here locally and has details for us tonight.
The worst of the worst.
Earlier this month, Governor Greg Abbott announced strike teams and thousands of dollars in rewards for information leading to the identification and arrest of members of the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. Leaders in law enforcement say they're trying to deny the transnational gang any foothold in Texas.
And what we know from this organization is that it's a very well-run, kind of like a corporation.
Ari Jimenez is a retired Homeland Security agent who has seen this gang explode in major cities across the country. He says this criminal enterprise usually starts with crimes that fly below the radar: organized theft, sexual exploitation.
Next is going to be weapon-involved crimes. It's going to be a murder for hire, it's going to be a shootout, and before you know it, in a few months, they own and they control the criminal element in the city.
Intelligence documents obtained by the I-Team show self-proclaimed members and those bearing the gang's distinctive tattoos featuring a nautical compass, an eye, a rose, and a clock face have been arrested around the city's Migrant Resource Center for crimes like theft, human trafficking, possession of fake government documents, and some, including higher-profile members, had been previously arrested entering the country illegally and were subsequently released by border authorities. Back in March, for example, authorities arrested Aderbis Segundo Pirela in New Braunfels. Sources say the 29-year-old was on Colombia and Interpol's most wanted lists in connection with murders, drug trafficking, and extortion. Pirela was affiliated with the Satanas gang, which the intelligence group Insight Crime says is a faction of Tren de Aragua. According to HSI, Pirela first entered the country unlawfully in January and was arrested in El Paso and released on his own recognizance. It was later learned he was a wanted man who was considered extremely dangerous. Jimenez notes the vast majority of people entering the country aren't like Pirela, but it's that 1% of people in his estimation, he says, should concern people the most.
It's that 1%. That 1% of individuals that we have no biometrics, no criminal history, we have no fingerprints, we have no iris scan, we don't know who they are.
And the Texas Anti-Gang Unit has indicated that the gang continues to conduct operations right here in San Antonio, in fact, making 2 arrests this week. If you have any information about the gang, you're urged to call the Texas Crime Stoppers tip line or submit a tip through DPS's website. For the News 4 I team, I'm Mariah Medina.